All right, everyone, let's review this Steelers versus Cowboys football game. I'm still smiling. How has your work week been going? Everything's been going good. It's going good here also. But yeah, it does, for Cowboy fans, it does feel really good to beat the Steelers. Now, one thing that I was paying attention to throughout this whole entire game was the comparison between Romo and Big Ben, because a lot of people, they compare those two quarterbacks. And I remember earlier this season, before we played the Ravens, Ray Lewis, they asked him about Romo. He said, yeah, he's very similar to Big Ben, to where he can escape pressure, but he's just not as good. And that's basically what everyone says when they compare, Romo to Big Ben. They say, oh yeah, Romo's, very similar to Big, but just not as good. But in this game, Romo was very, very good. He made a lot of smart decisions. He was accurate. Big Ben, look at this play. I mean, come on. Spencer had the interception right here, and then he pulls it back down, and then he finds his tight end at the corner of the end zone to run into the corner of the end zone. So that was an absolutely crazy play by Big Ben. But Tony Romo, by far the better quarterback. You can look at the stats. Big Ben was 20 of 40 for 60%. 339 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Decent numbers, not bad numbers at all. But Tony Romo, look at this. 30 of 42, 71.4%, 341 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the rating is only 111.3. It seems like with numbers like that, your rating should be like 130 something or whatever. But Tony Romo was absolutely phenomenal in that game. And like I said, when he puts down performances like this, I understand everybody wanting to keep him around as long as you can, but this has to happen during crunch time so we can get championships. He has to play like this on throughout, and he shows us he can, so therefore he must, keep that going. All right, our secondary has been getting picked on lately, and without Claiborne, we had Mike Jenkins there. And then McCray, I'm sorry to tell everybody, he was being targeted like crazy. This is going to be our weak link going forward probably, because teams in Drew Brees next week is going to attack that guy. So he's got to do his homework. He's got to work with Rob Ryan so he can be in the right position at the right time. Brandon Carr, this guy, man, he does so much for your football team. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still not sitting here telling you this is a number one shutdown corner, because he isn't. People seem not to get that through their head. They expect him to be Deion Sanders or someone like that shuts down any receiver. But the value that he adds to the football team is absolutely incredible. I mean, you can look at this first play. I mean, the way he played Mike Wallace here and getting that knockdown was absolutely brilliant. He was in perfect position, and he jumps in there and he knocks the ball down right, with perfect timing without touching the receiver. And right here, this should have been an interception by Anthony Spencer, and it was all caused by Brandon Carr's aggressive play. He plays him tight, and he sticks the hand right up in there and knocks the ball right out. You can see it better on this angle. He knocks the ball right up in the air, and Spencer had it in his hand. He probably should have caught that and maybe done a little bit of damage with it running toward the end zone. But Brandon Carr, the physical nature of him playing corner, he tackled that guy with a blocker on him for only giving up to a couple of yards. He did that again toward the end of the game to give us a chance in the fourth quarter, and then right there, the interception that sealed the game. He did a lot. The boy is a baller. He can play the game. He's not going to be a perfect corner, but the value that he adds here is really, really noticeable. And another thing to bring up, the guy he's essentially replacing, Terrence Newman, a lot of people were saying Terrence Newman was having a better season than Carr. And T-News has been having a good season. But however, last week, all T-News had to do in one of those crunch times was grab one of those interceptions that Romo threw toward him. And he did not do it. And that's what he didn't do a lot in Dallas. He didn't make that crucial play at the crucial time. Brandon Carr, that's the reason why I love Sean Lee so much. Crucial plays at crucial time. Brandon Carr, 2 weeks in a row, crucial play at crucial times. Next person I want to bring up, Anthony freaking Spencer. I wasn't big on Anthony Spencer at the beginning of the season. I said don't expect much, but maybe like 6 sacks is normal this season. But that dude is playing out of his mind. I mean, he's stopping the run like nobody's business. He's being a beast there. But then to block him is just almost it's a huge chore. I mean, they had a tight end, Logan Paulson, on him there. And he just made a move on him just to make him look silly. Just right inside, gone, and you're chasing Anthony Spencer. Big Ben had nowhere to go to the ball. Look at this move. Whoop. And there he goes, and Big Ben is throwing the ball away. Might have been a grounding, but they didn't call it. Again, you have DeMarcus Ware on one side, you got Spencer on the other. They came on the same side on this play, and Ware went low, Spencer went high, and they took him down. The tandem, that tandem can put some serious pressure on the quarterback. We're hurting in the middle, but look at that, the bottom, and then the cleanup with Anthony Spencer, and they said that's how they like to do it. D. Ware likes to cause a havoc, and Anthony Spencer there to clean up. And right there, this sack right here, this was absolutely unfreaking believable. He took down two guys. It was Chris Spence on the outside, the tackle, and then he came in on DeCastro and beat both of those guys, getting to Big Ben. So this was an awesome game by Anthony Spencer. He had 4 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 1 tackle for loss, 3 quarterback hits. That was just wreaking havoc on Ben Roethlisberger. And this season has just been amazing for him. 80 tackles, 47 by himself, 10 sacks, 2 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 3 pass defenses. He's been playing like, this is his contract year now. It's going to be a big decision for us next year with this guy. Big decision. He's going to want a lot of money. He's going to want wear type money. He's putting up some serious numbers to warrant that. So problems. But I like this problem. We just got to find the money to be able to pay him. I don't want him to go anywhere. All right, let's look at the playoff picture right quick. Here are the big boys: Atlanta, San Francisco, and Green Bay. They got everything locked up pretty much in their divisions. The Redskins they basically have all the tiebreakers with us at this moment. So right now the Redskins are leading in the NFC East. Seattle owns a tiebreaker against us. Minnesota, as of now, I think they might keep the tiebreaker versus Minnesota. And Chicago, both Chicago and Seattle beat us, so therefore they have the tiebreaker against us. But we own it versus the Giants, and we own it versus St. Louis. Now, our last 2 games, we have the Saints and the Skins. Now, there is a scenario where we can actually lose to the Saints and beat the Skins. So everything basically is riding on that Week 17 game with the Skins. If we split these games, lose 16 and win 17, as long as the Giants lose one of their last 2, then we're in good shape and we've won the NFC East. So we've got a lot. I mean, we've got 2 really tough games to go 2-0. We've got some very tough games here. I mean, Saints went off last week. But if we do it, then we deserve it. Basically, we deserve what's going to happen to us. And like I said, Washington has all the tiebreakers right now. Washington has Philadelphia and Dallas. Easy. Philadelphia should be next thing closest to an easy win. The Giants also have a Philadelphia, so you can basically put both of those teams at almost at 9-6. You know what I'm saying? So. The Giants has to lose, and basically that Washington versus Dallas game is uber important. Now, I got to take a second to get serious. This is a public service announcement for the Dallas Cowboys and what's going on. We saw some very disturbing footage out there on the football field, and we saw a lot of Dallas Cowboy crack exposed. It's got to stop. We, children, see this. We, as fans, especially male fans, don't want to see the crack. So Anthony Spencer, Des Bryant, DeMarco Murray, get a belt. All right, guys. You can find me YouTube, Dallas Cowboys Show, Facebook, The Dallas Cowboys Show. This should be a H there. John Shango, John at John Shango is my Twitter. But I'm all over the internet, and of course tdcs.tv, where DC is finding everything about the Cowboys and throwing it there. All right, holla at you. I'll see you Thursday. I'm leaving for Christmas again. I'm in the air more than I'm in the ground, but I'm leaving for Christmas again. I won't have my studio, but I'm gonna try to get these videos together as well as I possibly can. All right? All right. See you on Thursday or Friday. All right. Peace out.